Texas. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on their in-state rivals, the Dallas Cowboys. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys off to a slow start, looking for their first win after 2 straight losses to start the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys also come in 0-2, and they'll be looking to avoid the dreaded 0-3 hole. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look at the man under center. Now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And Stroud now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it.
A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Texans nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Houston set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 70 yards and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Option right, here's Stroud. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Walter Nolan able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Stroud to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Now issues here on the snap. It is away, but he did not get all of it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Now a first carry here for the running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd down and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that went quite well.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing now is Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And it's third down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Stroud. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Stroud to the left side, finds his receiver Noel. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
All right. Tony. Right.
Stroud looking to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the cover was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're looking for land, but it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Caught here, right side, no. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Texans first down. A gain of 14.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This one left side, caught by Collins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Donovan Ezra providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Over the middle, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set, check out.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Go! Go!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they'll run on the draw. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and run for it. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Back to throw. Stroud. He's got this complete to Stover, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
32 yards. And the Texans first down. Stroud
out of the gun here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. The throwing again is Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 26-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the right side and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
36-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. And that will do it for this 1st half. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our spin around the NFL starts now. At Lincoln Financial Field, the Eagles at home to take on Tampa Bay. And here's the Eagles running back. He gets a seal here and a seal here, and up the alley he goes. The Eagles are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, able to avoid him. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. With his sixth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's 21-3. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now out comes Houston. Looking to put a drive together. Stroud completes this out wide. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 29-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
44-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And he's got his man on the out route. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 8.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3, it leaves him with 4th and 1.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
70 Lions.
to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, set. 72. Go.
They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. Set. Up, Cowboy 80.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans 13. 176 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early and, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This one taken in by Stover. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Stroud. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This offense so far on third down, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Stroud keeps it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
And the Texans first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
There we go, set. Cougar 19. Check go.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 16 yards on the play. It's now third down.
3rd and 2.
Bronco switch. Lightning, 18, street.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
60
They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now. Go.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground. That last run going to move him over 200 yards rushing now in this game alone.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
And this one too low. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Stroud looking to throw. This one left side caught by Collins. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Second down and 6 now.
48-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Jenkins. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Dallas, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.